guys, and welcome to another video. Now, you may have seen the title of this one and thought, this is a bit of a random topic, but it's something that has been on my mind for God knows how long. I haven't scripted this video. I'm literally just going to say what's on my mind. It could be 2 or 3 minutes. It could be 15, 20, 25 minutes. It really could go on that long, but it just depends how long it'll take for me to get it all out there. Now, before we do get into it, of course, this is all just my opinion. If you agree with me, you can like the video, leave your comments down below. If you disagree with me, same over. You can dislike it or put your comments down below and put your argument against me. That's absolutely fine. It's just something that's been on my mind for a while. I want to get it off my chest. And if you're a regular on this channel, you know that I'm kind of a master waffler, if you will. So that's exactly what this video is going to be. So the topic of this video is none other than Sunderland-born Jordan Henderson. Now, I know that a lot of people will immediately say, oh, you're only paying him lip service because he used to play for Sunderland, or he's from Sunderland, or he come through the academy at Sunderland. Now, the reason this has come about, and no, it isn't just because he's come from Sunderland. I think anyone with any kind of footballing knowledge, or should anyway, anyone who does have any form of footballing knowledge, should be able to recognise what Jordan Henderson brings to a team and what he's achieved. And this video is simply explaining why some respect should be put on that man's name, because it still isn't. There still hasn't been the respect given that he absolutely thoroughly deserves, in my opinion. And what's brought this on? So, after the game against Senegal, I'm currently recording this the day before the quarterfinal of the World Cup against France. But a few days ago, of course, we did take on Senegal. We won 3-0. Dhannoo got himself on the score sheet. Now, a lot of people, high-profile names, be it YouTubers, influencers, sports people in general, on social media, did sort of little tier lists saying, Henderson at the top, and then Lampard, and then Gerrard and the Scholes, or just a mix of that order, but generally with Hendo at the top. Now, there was to each one of these lists, there was a huge influx of people still saying things like, Hendo scored a tap-in and now he's the best midfielder we've ever seen. No. Why is this happening? Henderson is constantly and consistently proving haters wrong and doubters wrong. And every time he does, it is met with something like that. Oh, he's only done this and now he's the best. No, this is what he's done. He's led and captained Liverpool to their first Premier League in 30 years. He's won a Champions League with them, a couple of League Cups, the UEFA Club Super Cup. He's won absolute loads, Community Shields. He is absolutely pissing honours out of his arsehole, and what more can he do? What more can he do? And it's not just, a lot of people say, but what does he offer? He is an absolute leader. And you might say, but where's the footballing ability? His footballing ability is second to none. How no one sees this is absolutely unreal. You can even see, we'll stick with the leadership first. The leadership ability, his captain ability, is one of the best out there. No one in the England side, or that Liverpool side, for that matter, can compare. In fact, I don't think there's many players around who have the same leadership ability as Jordan Henderson. You can even ask, we've seen interviews, I think it was when England played the USA, and we looked terrible. No one was pressing. We were sat back against the USA side that really on paper we should have been dominating, but we wasn't. That's no disrespect to USA. But then we brought Hendo on. We pushed up 5-10 yards. Everyone was pressing. Why is that? Not every player has that kind of effect on a game. And after the game, I think it may have been Declan Rice or Saka, someone like that, come out and literally said, yeah, we weren't at it. But as soon as you bring Hendo on, you know what he brings? He brings energy. He pushes. He leads us. And you've got players who, you can even see sort of off the ball when he's talking to the likes of John Stones, for example. John Stones, at Man City, he's surrounded by world-class, top-tier players, and the way you can see he intently listens to Jordan Henderson with respect. He knows what he's talking about, Henderson. He absolutely leads a team. You can see him so many times on and off the ball. He's screaming at players. And again, people say, anyone can shout and scream. Not like Henderson can. No one can lead like that man can. And that is just his leadership ability. I haven't even touched on his quality. Again, no one seems to appreciate, or very little people seem to appreciate how good this man is. The way he can dictate and control a midfield, dictate the tempo of a game, can either shield or retain possession, or break forward, get himself a goal or an assist. This man has it all. And to me, personally, anyone who says he's a shit player or is shit has absolutely zero football knowledge. End of story. Zero football knowledge, and it absolutely does my nothing. That doesn't mean I think I'm, the brainiest football head in the world. Absolutely not. But you have to have some form of football knowledge to respect what he could do. You could absolutely have your own opinion on Jordan Henderson. You could tell me that you're not his biggest fan, but if you straight up tell me that the man is shit, you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, you might. This is the thing with Jordan Henderson. It's so divisive in terms of people either think he's class and they recognise his ability, or they say he's utter shit. And I tell you what, I guarantee you, if Henderson had some fancy exotic Brazilian or Spanish name, everyone would love him, because that's the kind of player he is. He's almost like the dictator in midfield. He's the midfield general. He has it all, and he's absolutely excellent at what he does. The amount of interviews by Jurgen Klopp or every single teammate he's ever had, so many England interviews in the past where so many players appreciate and try and explain, this is how good this man is. That's what Jude Bellingham was doing the other day. Pay him some respect, because no one does. No one sees what he brings to the team. And this is the thing. Yes, he isn't the most fancy player in the world, and I think that's why so many people put him down. And you don't accidentally or by fluke win a Premier League, Champions Leagues, FA Cups, League Cups, Community Shields. You don't win all them by accident. It's not a fluke. If he just did it the once, maybe won an FA Cup and he was a bit of a struggler in the side in the FA Cup final, whatever, maybe. But by fluke, you cannot be that poor a player to captain a club to that amount of honours and still say he is shit or you don't understand what he brings to a team. That, for me, it's such a lack of respect. And again, you can easily fight back against me in the comments and say you don't rate him, or maybe you don't think he's that good. But if you just straight up say he's shit, you don't know what you're talking about. That's it. That's the be-all and end-all of it. And I get very passionate and frustrated about it because I just feel like, the lad is an absolute role model. He's a role model in the way he is. Again, this is all footballing ability, but he's a role model in the way he is. He's done some charity work out of the game, which again, it doesn't reflect on footballing ability. I'm going to keep saying that because I know people will hit me with that in the comments. If they do want to go against me, that's fine. The way he is off the pitch with his charity work, isn't so much charity work off the pitch. On the pitch, he's a leader, he was respected, and for a reason. And also, he does have the footballing ability. We've seen it with some of the assists, the goals he chips in with. Again, for the millionth time, you do not accidentally or fluke the amount of honours this man has won. When he was younger, when he got signed by Liverpool for Sunderland, this is where I think some respect needs to go in his frigging name as well. Liverpool signed him for 20-odd million. For us, he was sort of fluttering between right mid and a central midfielder. We didn't really know where to play him. We didn't know what his best position was. He went to Liverpool. They played him. He didn't play so great. He was struggling to get in and out the side. And he seemed like he was on the verge of leaving after a couple of years, a year or two. And then to turn that around in a very, very strong Liverpool side, to not only just get in the side, become captain, for other managers, not only Jurgen Klopp, to become the captain of the side. So that's been recognised by managers, by players. No one's complaining that Jordan Henderson is captain. You've got the likes of Virgil van Dijk, who is in that side, who's seen as a leader, but Hendo still gets in front of him because he's even more of a leader. He's a top-tier captain and leader and football player, So to make that journey, to be on the sort of brink as a young lad, to be sold from Liverpool after a big price tag at the time from Sunderland, and then to work it and turn it around, and then to captain the side to the amount of honours he has, how the hell is this man not respected by so many? He is hands down for me, and I'm just going to say it, and not because I'm a Sunderland fan, because I lick his arse or I kiss his arse because he used to play for Sunderland. I'd say about a lot of other players that are underrated, but this man has to be, hands down, the most underrated player of a generation. It is absolutely dumbfounding how so many people do not understand what he brings to a side. But that's it anyway, guys. It's just a bit of a random rant. I did get a little bit passionate, but I just hate how much shit this man gets when all he does is consistently and persistently prove haters wrong. And then when he gets any kind of credit for the little things he does, he gets dragged down by people saying, oh, he's only done that. No, he hasn't. He's done so much shit that we've spoke about in this video. But anyway, guys, it'd be interesting. I've also made this video as well just to see what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you agree with me? Is Henderson underrated? Do you rate Henderson? Do you think he's shit? Somehow, again, you might not be a favourite player. You might not like his style of play. Again, I absolutely respect that. You might not think he's world class. You might not think he's the best player that's ever come through the Sunderland Academy or through the Premier League in general. Do you know what I mean? I get that. That's fine. But to straight up say shit and not recognise what he's achieved and what he brings to a side, I think that just, it's unbelievable, in my opinion. But again, let me know in the comments down below how you feel. If you enjoyed, hit the like button for me and subscribe if you are new to the channel for more rants and ramblings like this. But yeah, take care and stay jammy.